Welcome to Conversations with Character. I am here once again with Andre Belibis Elimous. Yes, I still remember how to say your name. This man...
You said it so smoothly this time, man.
It's got some flow to it, man. Like Belibis Elimous, man.
Yeah, for sure.
The last time we talked, man, you were going for the world record ice bath length holder, and you were doing it to raise awareness of autism for your daughter who has autism. Is that correct?
That's good, yeah. Awareness and funds for Autism Canada, and as well for my daughter to show her that doesn't matter, because she's on the spectrum, doesn't matter what you have in life, you can do things. Don't let the world tell you to do, but do what your heart's telling you to do, right?
Absolutely, man. So, I know that you've actually accomplished your goals. So catch me up from the last time we talked when you were just starting to raise money and doing all these things to where it's actually...
Yeah, the money was, we didn't raise too much. It was like close to $1,600, but it still helps, we're still grateful for that. And the awareness as well to show so the message. So I'm really grateful for this. And what I will say definitely is that since we talk, it's been then afterwards, more training, a lot of things, a lot of traveling, lots of stuff. Things were good. But at the world record should have happened. That was like February 24th. Then after we postponed it to March, the 9th of March. Then after we postponed it again to the 24th of May, because we were like, when I got to Calgary on the 14th of February last winter, I was like, with my friend helping me, I was like, the ice box wasn't built yet. We didn't have a venue yet to do it. So I was like, well, the world record's gonna happen like in 3.5 weeks now. So do you have the box? No. We have sponsors? No. I was a bit like, okay. Then definitely on the 9th of March, the box was ready by then. They were like, we still have to do tests, because it's a big deal, right? So we built the box, but the box was, but I still did a test the 9th of March to see how much I'm going to, just testing the body, because it's the first time I was doing that in a closed environment. So we just realized that we didn't have enough ice cubes. Thanks to the sponsors who helped us, but we didn't realize that we have enough ice. So we got here. It took me like 45 minutes to fill up all the way, but all to my waist.
Oh, no.
So that's a lot of wasting time, I know, right? But we didn't know, it's practice. So we get ice cubes into my waist, and after we were like, there's no ice, what should we do? Then what we did, there was snow. Thankfully, it was 9th of March in Calgary, so far up north in the latitude, so still a bit of snow. It was warm that day, but it snow bank. So people who were buckets near the trees, grabbing like freaking, it was near a patio, grabbing like the snow from that and filling them up with it. So I stayed an hour. That hour was okay, then it was a good test. Then after I went back to Europe, did a lot of things, more stuff, more practice, a lot of ups and downs, but it is what it is. Then after we decided that the 9th of March, a bit before that, we decided that a world record, we're going to do the 24th of May, because we had a better opportunity to do it with, it's called the Run Calgary here. We met the director of Run Calgary. It's like, for example, you have like the Boston Marathon or the New York Marathon or the Birmingham, whatever it is. So the time my friend told me this, I call you my friend, like my agents, like one of my agents, he was like, well, Andre, we have great opportunity, but it's really started with a great opportunity first. Then at the end, he told me, but I was like, what is this but about, But I was like, okay, what it is, like, man, we're going to have to postpone our 2.5 months. And I was like, again, man, So I was like, I had to go back to Europe again.
Damn.
And come back on the 9th of May. But anyway, it was good. Thanks to all the sponsors, like people like just gave us, to help me, because also it costs money too to travel, right? Also have a daughter and everything. So to live too, But everything worked for the best. Then I did a world record. The 24th of May, that was the weekend of the Calgary Marathon there. So I did on the 24th, the marathon was on 26th, but more races. But the good things with it is that, we did it. We did great. It went great. But during the world record, the things that went funny is that at 30 minutes of the world record, big thunderstorm started. Freaking, people put like freaking like tarp over my head. in front of me, brother, I could see lightning strike. The sky got so dark, and you see that lightning just pitched on one side, pitched on the other side. I was like, well, and I was in my head, I was like, the world record is gonna start. And then at that time, the director, the lady, she came, and 30 minutes she was like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen, like the storm is really bad, we may have to stop the tent, whatever. And so she came talk to my friends, my agents, so like, associate whatever in this, and we're like, ask him if he wants to stop or whatever, because even she was scared that if something happened, because the storm got really bad, it was really close, and it's gonna be on her reputation or whatever. Meaning when one of my friends came, asked me, she's like, yeah, we like to stop the attempt. I was like, of course not. I'm like, I got ready 3 years for it, so I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna
6
stop.
months. I'm doing it today.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, that's it. No, there's no more. No, like, it's gonna do or die. So then after we kept on going, a lot of like after sunshine, like and in clouds again, rain and stuff. But everything went for the best. And then after a lot of people said, I don't know if you saw it, but like people put umbrellas on the top of my head, because being the ice for so long, and you have water in your face, it's not comfortable at all. And I remember, like definitely, I don't know how it happened, but I know like God was there, the Christ was there for sure. Because after like an hour, you go, like, I went to some kind of hypnotic state where I was there, but it wasn't really there. It was so cold, and my legs were really, really cold. So I was like, it is what it is. But then after 3 hours and 45 minutes, I knew that the record will happen, because the record right now, according to Guinness, 4 hours and 2 minutes. It was like in my head, I only gonna do a few more minutes than 4 hours and 2 minutes. I did 4 hours and 5 minutes plus 5 minutes, 4 hours plus 4 hours and 5 minutes. But like close to 3 hours and 45 minutes, my body, I felt I pushed my body to the maximum, because like in your ears, you have your eardrum. It helps to have balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In your body, it just it is equilibrium or whatever I don't know exactly call it. But after a while, is that like, I think maybe the ice, because I had ice all the way up to my neck up to here. Then after 3 hours and 45 minutes, it's like I felt my hands was like going like this. It's like the box where I was going in a swing, left, right. And when I felt like this, I had that same feeling when I did my longest ice bath, only ice cubes and water. So I'm pushing to the maximum now, and I know that it's only going to be, I'm only going to do a little more, but it's okay, so yeah.
Wow. So you made it 4 hours and 5 minutes in ice.
Yeah.
Now, why were you traveling as much as you were?
Well, because it's because first of all, I like North America a lot. I love Canada. You know what I mean? And it's like definitely right now. My daughter, she's with her mom. I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful that we have a great connection. Also get along well with her partner. So my daughter stepfather. So before it wasn't like that, but anyway, it's no point to talk in detail because everybody has a past, but people change. But what I mean is like, I know right now that my daughter, she won't live with me, right? Maybe when she gets older, maybe she will, maybe she won't, but no matter what, I always will be there for her, trouble there for her. So I'm grateful. I'm telling you this because I'm grateful for this. But at least at first I was at term like, oh, if I go far away, I'm never going to see her. But that's not true. We have great contact now. And I was like, it's time also for me to kind of also to follow my dreams, follow my life, right? You know what I mean? Where I feel more comfortable. And so I was like, that's what Canada, I like it a lot. So, I mean, I did I did a lot of back and forth in and there to figure things out. People figure things out in life after they're 50. Sometimes it takes a lifetime for this, you know what I mean? Sometimes when you're out of school, out of college, you get it. So for me, it's really feel comfortable here. I like it here. I like Europe and I like Cameroon, but I like it here. It's like my second home, in Calgary, in Canada. I'm in North America. And as well, just people to follow their dreams. Like one of the reasons to inspire me to might be funny, but it is what it is. Have you ever seen the movie called Cool Runnings?
Oh yeah.
With Jim? Yeah, it's right. Exactly. Well, guess what? This movie, They made that movie. They write Jamaican guy coming to Calgary, Canada, from the 1988 game, and I'm like, and they were black, like literally people. It's not the problem with they're black but they're from Jamaica,
Right.
and usually black people Jamaica, they don't really like the gold too much, like people from here. So it was like I got inspired by that movie in 1996 when I watched it, right?
Wow.
And I was like, why not? I also lived here before, and I was like, why not doing a world record in Calgary? It's a big deal, Being like also mixed half black, half white could be good and a good message. And I was like, let's do it there, So that's part of my journey. Even in Calgary, I was on the original bobsled because it's still there on the Olympic ground there.
So cool.
And I could even send you some pictures or whatever at the end, but yeah, it's man, that's one of the reasons why,
That's amazing, man. And you post a lot of videos of when you were training in Calgary. Like you'd go like downtown Calgary and you'd hop in a little ice bath and everything. And people would stand around and gather and watch you and you would talk to them. Tell me about some of the experiences you had like interacting with people while you're in the ice bath. What kind of stuff did you share with them?
Well, what I share with them, people were like, oh, what do you do this? First, when you see somebody, it's shocking, because you're not used to it. Let's be obvious. At first, it's uncomfortable. If you don't train your mindset or whatever, you're going to cry. I mean, you're going to cry. Maybe you cry, maybe yes, maybe not. But it's really uncomfortable. It's not comfortable. It's hard. But what I really try to tell people is definitely that you have to really, I really relate it to life. Like we all of us, I call it, we're on the same boat here on Earth. We're on the Earth boat, the life boat. Everybody goes through challenge. You go through challenge. I go. Everybody goes. But what I'm saying is that those ice baths, mindset ice bath bring as well, can definitely, outspire breathing for sure, can help you in your everyday life.
Yeah.
It can help you to go by. Let's say you have issue with your bills, with a partner, with a work, whatever. When you're into the ice right now, you're gonna focus on the now. Because unfortunately, we live in a world at times when you think too much about what about the future. Tomorrow might be dead. Tomorrow might be might be a last day. So I believe that it's really the ice bath helps. It helps you in the present. It helps you in the moments. Also really good for you, like it creates like a adrenaline, sure, like dopamine, hormones, which feels good. There's been a lot of studies for this. Lots of things. You boost your immune system against viruses. Yeah, of course, it brings your mood up. You reinforce your cardiovascular system, improve blood circulation. Ladies, they like to for the hair, right? The hair will also help for the hair. Yeah, and also help with the elasticity of your skin. So lots of things,
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, all that being said, I don't think I could do an ice bath.
Maybe I should come and train you in the sun one day.
A hell of a video.
Yeah, why not? Who knows? Who knows?
So one thing that a lot of people don't really understand about world records, Guinness Book World Records, is you do the task, and then there's a whole journey you have to go on to get Guinness to recognize it and put you in the book. Tell me about where you're at with that.
Well, good news. Good news. Officially, Thursday, we submitted all the evidence.
Okay. Now, what's evidence?
Thursday. Evidence. So you have to show what they're asking. Literally, you need statements, cover letter of what the thing is, statements, witnesses, timekeepers. You gotta send a video of the full length of the attempt. Yeah. You also have to send. You got that, but you also have to send like videos of when they're measuring me, because it needs to be 10 inches above my head. About when I was in the paramedic ambulance, because they have to check what it is. That's not cheating, though, explaining a lot of process. And when you don't, I think if you pay, you cannot put it to priority, you're getting 5 days. But I believe it's like $5,000 or $10,000, something like this, to get prioritized. But like what I did, usually if you don't get prioritized, it's in 3 months. They said 3 months, but definitely we send that on June, on a Thursday, like I just said. So literally it said 3 months, but to be honest with you, they said 3 months, but I don't know, 2 months, because it takes time. Because last year when I applied, not for the world records, I didn't have it yet, right? But when I applied for my application, they replied to me after like a good 4 months and a half.
Wow.
So hopefully, I'm gonna have the Guinness World Record or certificate recognition by when? I'm gonna tell you about something else right now. By before I do a next world record, which we can talk about more. But also something I want to say that I'm really grateful for is called the Talent Record Book. It's a bit equivalent of the Guinness World Record to recognize talents of people in the world. They also based in Asia, and they contacted me, and I submitted a lot of evidence to them. And guess what? I got their certificates, meaning that some right now somehow some way, like Andre Belibis is into some data, so you can see Talent Record Book 2024 World Record, blah blah blah. Talent Record Book.
Wow.
Longest time full body with ice by Andre Belibis in Calgary, Alberta. So I'm really happy for this because no matter what, right now I'm already recognized somewhere. So let's say worst come to it is if Guinness, for whatever reason, I don't know what happened, it takes too long, I have this.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I'm pretty grateful, and I'm pretty happy to the Talent Record Book in India, the best there. So yeah, that's good,
Now, with the Talent Record Book and the Guinness Book of World Records and everything, are you going to be able to use the fact that you have those records set to continue spreading autism awareness?
Well, right now, autism awareness. Right now, I'm going to be next. It is, but right now I'm going to go to next challenge, right? Which, if you allow me. The next world record right now, which I believe is a continuity we cannot do, we're gonna do it with a friend, and we're gonna do it for mental health, and suicide prevention.
Okay. Because
myself, before I studied the ice bath, I was in depression, and sometimes depression still haunt me a bit, And I recognize it. Some days it's not easy. Like Tuesday was freaking horrible. But you just take one day at a time. I'm happy to recognize it that, anyway, that's another subject. I don't want to go too much off track here. BS here. But anyway, we want to do that world record. We're going to run from a city from Calgary in Canada all the way to Edmonton. Edmonton is the city, remember the Stanley Cup? They lost, the Oilers, right? So we're going to run there with my friend too. And what we're going to do is we're going to run by January when the weather, we're gonna wait for like the harshest winter blast when it's gonna be like below 30 or below 50 degrees, and we're gonna run 200 miles from Calgary to Edmonton, only wearing shorts. I know, it's like, what the heck is wrong with this guy?
Crazy,
only wearing I don't have a short right now, but only wearing shorts and light shoes in relay. So what do we mean by this? We plan to do that in 6 days. He runs an hour. I run an hour to warm up, but it's exhausting on the body. So every day, all of us separated, we'll do for 6 days, 16 miles each.
Wow.
At minus 50 degrees, man, below 50,
wow.
Below 30, below 50.
So is what's that record going to be exactly? Not just the longest run in the coldest temperatures or what?
Yeah. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be it will be. It will be. That's what it will be. The longest relay. We'll see how we're gonna mention it, because we're also gonna apply to the Talent Record Book and also Guinness and stuff in all the organization if we can. But probably we're gonna call it cool running. Cool running, something like this.
Awesome.
Cool runnings, because they have I'm sure they have right of image or whatever.
Off, man.
Yeah, but please, because people sue you, and that's a crazy world. So it's gonna be called Cool Running, with a K and S, so hashtag Cool Running. And the world record itself will be the longest sub-zero race wearing shorts and shoes, because it has never been done before. The only people that did it, because they literally had to survive, is people remember back in Russia in Stalin times, when Stalin used to send his adversary, whatever, in the Gulag in Siberia. So only people who did this is them.
Wow.
And literally Stalin was, okay, you guys are all in the Gulag. You want to run? You okay, run away, but you're probably going to freeze to death. So at first it was like, what about we call this race the Gulag race? But I want to save any kind of drama, because
that's gonna offend somebody.
It's like, what do you mean, So yeah. yeah.
Well, hey, if you ever get locked up in the gulag, man, you know you can get home.
Yeah. Yeah, and also what we want to do this, we want to do this to raise funds. No offense to our organization, everything, but the organization that we had here, they didn't do the job properly. So we're not really happy about it. Autism Canada didn't do they. No, anyway, I don't want to be a drama queen or whatever, right? But I'm just saying stuff because otherwise it's like they. After the world record, no recognition, no hello, no thanks, nothing at all. So we don't appreciate it, and I'm not really happy about it. I'm over it,
Sure.
but at the end of the day, you need to tell what's up. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, like I did a world record, I'll put my life to jeopardy, and they can't even say thank you and stuff. So it's like, what the heck is going on here? So anyway, so what we decided is that my friend too, is a great firefighter, and he was like former with PTSD and also me with depression. So what we're gonna do, we know the power of the ice bath, we know the power of the breathing together, and also the mindset. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna raise money also for us to get paid because we have a life, to a family to support, but also wanna kind of offer a huge workshop with mindset, breathing, and ice bath to people with all of us, to people with depression, who depression or suicide, who did suicide attempt or whatever, to help them, to show them a solution. Not only awareness, it's so good, where's awareness, but what we do about it, nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
So we want to tell them this, that they can have a solution, that the mindset, the breathing, and as well the mindset, the breathing, and also the ice bath in a good way. And it's our ways to contribute to the world, to contribute to what we can give. And when people have that, I've tried that for the first time. I'm not saying it's going to solve all the problem, because we still have, but at least it's going to help, it's going to contribute to it,
Absolutely. Now this will be that relay race after you get the ice bath record and everything. This is that'll be your third world record?
Well, I mean, it won't be much, because when I ran across America before, when I went from New York to LA, a lot of people did it. I mean, not a lot of people, not like a million, billions, but like few people did it. So I'm a part of them, and also ran from Europe to Africa.
Right.
So that's not world records.
Oh wow.
But it's still it's still amazing achievement. But I believe that would be the second one. With my friend, it will be the second one.
Now, continually going for these world records and then raising awareness for different things each time, what's your end goal with this? Do you want to eventually kind of have like a community that's you're just always going out there setting records and holding, classes and things to raise awareness of these things? What's your goal?
Good. Very good. Thank you so much, Carter. That's a really good, because I know it's good to do record. Right now, my aim is to definitely, of course, to make a business out of this, because of course I have to live, to make a business, to do mindset coaching, breathing, and as well the ice bath, because I know how it can help. So do this for businesses, do this for corporates, do this for gyms, do this for a lot of places. I'm working with some potential future partner, associate, or sponsors with this. So our goal is this, definitely, and as well, of course, our goal is this, and to support for my daughter, my future family, my family, also for sure, of course, but also the goal to, with this, the extra money I can make, that is also to help the community, so to create some kind of foundation, and help people, because I'm also from France, but also from Cameroon, and to definitely help people also back home in Cameroon, with a great, can be either for education or whatever it is, or even when I'm in Cameroon, that's one of my goals, but also, of course, where I am too, involving the community too, right? So, to really show people that when you have a good cause in mind, what I call chase your worthy cause, that definitely it can help you to be a better person. So, whatever it is, doesn't matter how your life is, whatever, when you try to contribute to someone else or something else, higher than yourself, or to, not only be, I don't have this, I don't have that, or whatever. When you contribute to someone else or something else in a good way, or contribution is what it means, is that it will, you will feel better inside. You know what I mean? So the day that you're gonna die, you're gonna be like, you might be a bit scared of dying, that's for sure. I probably will too, a bit, but you'll be happy of all you did. and all that. So sorry, I talk a bit much, but it's really to give you the big, the big.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. What kind of sponsors are you looking for? Like, what kind of companies will donate to your cause right now?
Well, right now, what we're thinking right now for the next few world record, the next world record race we're gonna do with my friend, we're thinking about it. Like definitely a car. Like Charles Glenn Toyota in Calgary, the Toyota, it's a brand of, it's Toyota, but it's a specific location. They were sponsors. So potentially like vehicle sponsors. My friend has a van, so we're gonna do his van anyway, but it's always good to have more.
Sure.
So definitely, having him, having like a car, shoe sponsors, car sponsors, latest technology, because we want to make sure. So we're gonna do a lot of videos and stuff, and potentially one day who knows also to make a movie, right, or documentary on Netflix or whatever, or doing something like this. And yes, that's what we're looking for. And actually right now I'm working with a company. It's called Saisu Ice Bath. They do paddleboard, but also they did an extension not long ago with ice baths. So we're working on it right now. Let's see how we can work this out. Let's see if it works or not. But it will definitely help me to be like I'll be kind of like a representative for the company. They provide me with ice baths and maybe get more involved. But sponsors was logistics, shoes, shorts, high-tech technology, like videos, do great footage, drone or whatever, and car,
Yeah.
And also in nutrition. Yeah. Yeah, believe me, because the thing is also when you're gonna rent out for so long, it's good to go for an hour. Your body is like, it's fights. You come back, but I see you're so tired. But to do the second relay, after you'll be nice warming in the car, that's gonna be it's can be like torture, But
Who's the friend you're doing it with?
His name is Wesley Bowman. He's a great guy. He was a firefighter in Edmonton, in Alberta. So let's see what he wants to do with his life. But we do breath work and stuff like that. But definitely that's my friend. Yeah.
Amazing, man. Amazing. This is so exciting, man. Like you're knocking these world records out. You're raising awareness for great things. How old is your daughter, by the way?
She's 12 and a half.
Okay. So she fully understands like what you're doing to raise awareness then.
Yeah, she starts to understand, even like she's a teenager, she's a girl teenager, she can be a little moody sometimes and stuff, but she understands, of course she understands, and when I told her that, I potentially I'll be in the Guinness World Record, I'm gonna tell her about the talent record book tomorrow, she'll be happy, but that also is good, but when I'm also gonna tell her that about the Guinness stuff too, that she'll be that she can even keep their certificate or make a copy for her something, that she'll be so happy, because when she was like, well, Dad, you're gonna be in the book, wow, kids, it's like enchantment, like wow.
Absolutely,
what I mean?
Absolutely, you're a star.
So you made my daughter smile, but so you know what, I'm good. That's the most important. Just like, guys, just believe in yourself, believe in the higher power, have faith. As one guy also, like all of us we can go through hard times, but definitely through your talents, because all of us have talents. You gotta look for our talents, and through your talents, contribute to your fellow beings how you can.
No, absolutely, man. Yeah, I appreciate your time, and I appreciate what you're doing, what you're dedicating your life to, because it's not just the awareness you're raising for different issues, but you yourself are proving what can be done when you put your mind to it. Absolutely anything. I mean, it doesn't make sense that a human can be in an ice bath for 4 hours and 5 minutes. That just doesn't sound like something a human could survive. But you did. Yeah. And you keep going, and you got another world record that you're going to set doing all sorts of crazier stuff. I mean, you could say that a relay race in negative 50-degree temperatures with short shorts and light shoes on is crazier than a 4-hour ice bath. But you're doing it to prove that you can do anything you put your mind to, man. And I have nothing but respect for that. Thank you for doing that. Keep doing it.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
All right. This has been a great episode of Conversation with Character with Andre Belibis Elimous, the world record breaker. He's going to keep on going. He's going to keep on doing good. I'll see y'all next time. Peace up.
The most prestigious network in the land, the Signature Series Network.